Welcome back, everybody. We are alive.
Yeah.
Probably wondering where we disappeared to. But yeah, we said that we had to take some time off. Girl had some recovery from some minor surgery. Nothing major. Everything's fine. But we kind of had to put everything on hiatus. I went back to work full time at my old job. So kind of the remodel stuff was put on hold. But we started it back up here about 2 weeks ago. So we wanted to take you through because you want to tell the story.
There's no story to tell.
The story is just working.
There's videos. I'm not working anymore. I closed my business a couple of months ago. It was the perfect time to do so. And I've become a pretty gamer princess.
Yeah. Yes. So let's walk around and we'll check things out, and I'll show you what we're doing, what's done, what's left to do.
Yeah.
She's got left to do.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. It's been a while since we posted anything, but you know, we can never stay idle for too long. So today we have the one major project left that we said we were going to do, which is these floors. And as you can see, some of the carpet's already been removed. We actually hired a flooring guy that specializes. He's got the tools. We ordered all the materials. He's going to come take care of it. He said it would take him about a week to do. But I wanted to pull this carpet up myself just to kind of see, you know, you see online all the nightmares that say, oh, they staple it down, and it's horrible. Carriage actually was smart. They nailed down the perimeter, and then they used adhesive to glue it down right here. But it was not stapled at all in the center. It just came right up. So it took me maybe a minute to pull this carpet up. And there's a few staples, you know, a few here and there on the perimeter that got to be pulled up. But considering this is 18 years old, it has evidence of an old leak at some point. But the structure is really good. It was a minor staining, and that was it. The wall, I'm assuming it probably came from up here.
Yeah. And
minor leaking that was fixed. Nothing along this side here, and then over here in this corner, again, you have minor. Again, the dark spot looks worse than it is. There's physically no structural damage to that. It's not wet at all. So this is all old stuff from whatever they had an issue on this. But as you know, we've already taken all these windows out. They've all been redone, resealed, and everything. They're all still looking great, and we've had no water damage or anything in here. So we're good there, but the floor is super solid. I'm really impressed with Carriage's build capabilities. It being 18 years old, and that's still in that kind of shape, that's awesome. So
hoping the rest of it stays with the same.
Yeah, same would be great. Yes, exactly. So basically, once the guy gets here at 9 a.m. Start time, we'll bring this slide up a little bit because it is a flush floor on this one, so it does tuck up underneath of there just a little bit. So we'll have to lift this up just enough to get the grippy pliers and yank that out and get that out all along the edge. And then what little we had to leave in here because we don't have room in our storage shed, we put our two sofas up there propped up on the smaller slide. So we'll have to kind of work our way around and maybe cut the carpet right there, or physically move this stuff so we can move that slide in and get that pulled out just temporarily. But the intent is to pretty much try and do all of this first. I took the week off from work because that's where I work and I'm kind of in the way. So I took the week off from work, but the intent is to pretty much get all of this done, and then that way the cats in the bed can come out here, and then that way they can work from the stairs up into the bedroom and get that done last. It's just something we don't. It's not that we don't have the skill to do it. We just don't have the time to do it. And to be quite honest, there are some specialty tools and some things you learn when you're doing this type of flooring. I'd rather just pay a professional who does it for a living to let them do it.
We found out that the rest of the floors are, in fact, in decent enough condition.
Yes.
Except the previous owners obviously liked the beach.
Yes. I could not wait. He is still on his way. But I couldn't wait, so I took out the carpets. Had to bring the slide in and realize that this guy right here, which is mounted to the actual body of the deal, not the slide. So I just basically utility cut all the way around that, and we'll clean it up real nice so that everything butts up against it, which should be fine. All the registers and everything, but yeah, you can see they clearly like the beach. But considering this is 18 years old, I'd say a little bit of sand, not that big a deal. I did find somebody's, I don't know if it was like a Bovino or a fish oil pill or something, but it was underneath the carpet, underneath of the toe kick here. So
all over the place.
Yeah. There's like beads and all sorts of stuff that we've been finding, little treasures here and there. So not necessarily flat surface.
Well, that comes with the territory of not sweating out in the sun doing your job anymore.
I did yesterday.
Yes, we did.
We
will show you a short little clip of what we accomplished yesterday that we've been saying we wanted to accomplish for 7 months, 8 months.
Yeah. Well,
and had no choice but to do it yesterday.
Yeah, because we had to have a place to put all of this stuff. So this is all that wouldn't fit, but with all of the storage containers and stuff we had out there, it's like, okay, we haven't seen any of that stuff in over a year, and we know we need storage shelves, so let's just go through everything. And it was 8 storage units, and we only have 2 left. But yeah, once we're done with the floor, then we can finish this slide.
This slide is the last slide for the remodel, plus the painting.
And up there.
I didn't proceed with painting the lower cabinets since we had already made arrangements for doing the floors. I figured, okay, well, if something gets nicked, blah, I'm gonna have to retouch it. I'll just wait until after the floors are done. And it also allowed me a little more time to kind of heal and start ramping myself back up to using my muscles in my upper body, so.
Okay, today's day 4. The contractor's not going to be here today, but that's okay because I had some homework I had to do. I had to cut these custom blocks out. They had the 45-degree angle on them before, but the carpet was all that was holding it in, and I needed to screw these into the slide so that the replacement board goes right over that. But we'll go through here. We got the blocks in. But yeah, he got all the main floor done yesterday, all the aluminum in, all the way through here. Got my block in there. And then I decided to wire loom all of the electrical here. I've got that screwed back down, and then I wire loomed everything so it's more organized. Still nice and flexible. Thor, of course, wants to come in and give his opinions on things. You're not staying. Get. You're not staying. he wanted to stay. And then we go to this angle, which is now all floored. It's all complete. The stairs are installed. Yes, Thor, we hear you. Give us your opinion. Tell us honestly. They still got the quarter round he's got to do over here. But it doesn't really need it, but I think he's going to do it anyway. And then he'll put a small piece of quarter round right here. But yeah, he did an excellent job on these stairs. I'll come down the stairs and I'll turn around and show you. He actually custom molded this piece. So he used a heat gun and bent this vinyl to mold it to the actual piece itself. So it looks excellent. And then he's got this permanently mounted in between, like I asked him to, this little screen to catch the cat fur. And that's the circulator that's pulling in there. It's pulling the cool air from the rig into the bay to keep the inverter nice. What do you think, Thor, man? Huh? You got an opinion? He always has opinions. But you can see here they did quarter round all the way around the slide, so it's a very, very narrow little gap there. It's about 1/4 of an inch. And we've already tested this in and out. There's no obstructions, everything works. There's the lazy half.
Hey, I did chores today.
And yeah, you can see here now that this is all done, if you remember when the carpet was pulled up, there was a pretty big gap right here because there's a plastic tray that the slide actually rolls over, so you can't really cover it. So we built this up so now it hovers perfectly. If you go back on some of our other videos, you'll remember I used to have a piece of molding that just kind of went across this. It was just kind of Velcroed. And I said that the intent was to always put a smooth mounted piece here so that when this is all painted that chocolate brown, it'll just look like it was built that way. And this is just Velcro. It's removable. There's a L bracket behind it on either side, and you can just pull that out of there so that you can change the refrigerator pretty easily. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I think.
Time to get geared up for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, we're gonna have some Chick-fil-A today. We were gonna do it yesterday, but you know, we never quite made it there. So we're gonna do it today because today again, you know, the contractor couldn't be here today. He's gonna come back tomorrow. Him and his partner, and they'll get the last few bits of that done on the slides, and then we can basically put the bedroom back together, put the office back together over here, and gear up for Monday to go back to work. So, okay, everybody, we are now done. So you can ignore the fact that that quarter round's missing. I actually have flexible quarter round coming to go in there and in the concave area. But everything's all done. They got the quarter round spacing in there. They got the nice aluminum tread in here. We've tested everything. The slides come in and out without any issues. But everything's beautiful. Floor's all done and cleaned up. All my cable management's done. The cats will finally no longer be having a panic attack with our noise and visitors and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, these guys did an excellent job. All right, so let's take a look, see. And there goes Loki. He has no opinion other than he wants some flavor chips, aka
Grub.
You can see here we've got our sofas all cleaned up, and for the most part, we got her parents are coming out. We're going to be barbecuing today because we couldn't do it. Was it the Labor Day? Was that Labor Day?
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, yeah. We couldn't do the Memorial Day barbecue because I ended up getting sick, so we had to push it off. But so we've actually got some plans for this counter right here. I've got counter.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him. Okay. She is
That's a separate video. They'll get to see that when that time comes.
Okay. So, okay, well then I guess we'll just stick to what we've done. So the cabinets, all the uppers are painted white. all the way around. Obviously, we changed the curtains. We also changed to this nice industrial pipe for all the curtain rods and everything for consistency. All of the walls, with the exception of this slide that I work in, the main slide, and the hall going up into the bathroom, all of the walls are also painted. You'll also notice that there's no longer any of the seaming that you would normally see. That's all been removed. All of that's been filled in with a flexible material and sanded down and smooth, so now it looks like sheetrock. And we've obviously got the fireplace. You guys have seen that in videos before. But here's the floors. You remember that nasty carpet. If you don't, go back 2 videos.
Yep.
And you'll see the nasty 18-year-old carpet.
Or even the beginning of this video.
Or even the beginning of this video, correct. So now we got 1 level floor all the way down. The guys that did this did an awesome job. We kind of talked about that, you know, earlier on in the video. We talked about the process of what they did and how they did it, and they did an awesome job. We could have done it, but it would have taken us forever to do it the right way.
What, 4 days?
Yeah, they did it in 4 days. It would have taken us probably 2 months to do it. So again, we're showing everything that's been done. So new counter, new island. All of that tile work that we did in the copper tile all the way around. The backsplash area. New sink. You should remember that fun project. If you don't, go back and look at the video, because we showed the video of the work being done. The range underneath of this. Doing the work on the switch to run it and control it, our little Ninja cooker, the microwave, the office area, which came in clutch while they were doing the floors, because I was able to take all this stuff and put it out in the shed and then just drop that tabletop down onto the wall, so they had wide open space to work. There was no obstructions. But then we get over here to the entryway, and you can see we've got everything all painted. Everything's back on the wall. And you should remember our newspaper wall. If not, go back and watch the videos. It was a fun project. It came in very handy. Our pantry project with the backlighting. Again, have that on prior videos. But now we start getting into the step up into the upper deck and the bathroom. But I want to really point out these stairs. I mean, I can't believe what a good job he did on this. The fact that he was actually able to bend those luxury vinyl planks with heat and curve them around the tread. So now everything opens up, and there's my exhaust, my intake vent pushing cold air into the bay for the inverters. But I mean, he did a really, really excellent job on all of this. And this is also removable. I didn't know that at the time, but we figured it out real quick when we started pulling carpet and realized it wasn't actually screwed to the floor like it was supposed to be. And you could just take it out of there. So that made it easy for him. He was able to take it home that night and finish it. And so it's secured now. But anyway, on with the show. We get up here into the hallway, and you can see Julia's already painted this door going into the bedroom, and we actually have a window treatment that's going to be going on to the glass itself. So you have to wait and see on that, because we don't want to spoil the surprise. But yes, these sections of walls, you can see what the prep work looks like. This is where one of those seams normally would be, and this one we did a while ago, but we haven't actually gone in and finished doing the cleaning and all of that to get it done. So there's very little left that's going to be white. If I come back here, I don't think I can get an angle back far enough, but you can see the door jamb trim. She's been painting all of this. It's all that dark chocolate brown we talked about. And now we come in here to the bathroom. But you can see here, we got the cabinet is now chocolate. Got the replacement sink, the replacement counter, that awesome tile work again. Now we have the upper cabinet is painted. If you remember the shower, the nasty glass that we had in there before, that's all been pulled out. And now we have a really nice curtain system with magnets that hold it to the wall to keep the water out. It worked out excellent. Of course, the best toilet, one piece in the world, residential style. So you could travel with this and you don't have to worry about that getting damaged because it's all one solid piece. You just turn off the water, flush the toilet, and you're good to go. Upper cabinet's done. And if I step into the shower, that back wall, again, all the newspaper, just like everything else. I think it came out looking excellent. Julia's been doing an excellent job with all of the paint work and everything. So now we get in to the bedroom and you can see again, walls are done, the seams are all gone, and all of these cabinets are painted either chocolate or white at the back. That's the only section in here that's white. And pardon the blue masker's tape when we get in there. There's still some blue masker's tape there. There's one little section left that needs to be touched up, and then there's some of the quarter round here at the bottom that needs to be finished. We're redoing this bed platform, so stay tuned for that video. But yeah, this slide and everything, it moves beautifully. You wouldn't even know it's there unless you know it's an RV. And then you can see that floor comes in here. We've got that copper tile again down here. Doors, cabinet doors. And I want to point out these really awesome library, like the library card holder deals at libraries, for those of you who remember back in the day when they had all the little card readers and the cards for looking up books. And they had these really nice handles. We basically replaced all of our handles with that. You'll remember the fireplace that we did, but all of this has been painted and completed, which is the newspaper wall there, the newspaper wall going around the bed, and this wall, which also has the copper. It has the white uppers, my wardrobe, which is the chocolate, and then the lowers, which also have the chocolate. So a lot of work has gone into this. And again, that awesome floor, this awesome floor that they did. I mean, I can't say enough about Roberto and his team that came in here. And we're going to post that information again. We're going to put that in the description. So if you're in the Orlando area, I know they travel around. They go down. I know they said they had one job they were doing down in Cocoa Beach, so they travel. They do full bathroom remodeling. They do flooring. They do a lot of work. So give them a call. They do excellent work. They know their stuff, and very, very excellent pricing. Look at that view coming out of there. That's just awesome.
Yup.
The RV looks good too. Loki, you have anything you want to say? You just no opinions? Okay. He's trying to enjoy as much as he can before Julia's parents show up and
they go hide.
And then they'll go hide because
that's
what they do.
Mess up my beautiful bed. I have it on video now, at least, that it's
correct. Correct. But that's it, folks. Stay tuned for the next one. We've got a couple more projects left. She's going to start finishing up the painting in the hallway, finish the last little itty bitty pieces in the bedroom. Yeah. And then pretty much we have from the pantry back to the television. And then the rig will be done. But is the rig ever really actually done? But that's it. We're going to take off. So we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Yeah. Don't
Inside joke on the back end of the camera, folks. Might be cut.
Yeah.
Maybe
or
in the
blooper.
bloopers.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start a Patreon and you can get those bloopers on a Patreon.
Yeah.